What's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to show you guys how to do the easiest meal prep possible and the way that I typically do my own meal prep. So me and my family have been doing this a long time. I just like to bulk cook a ton of a meat source, a low fat, kind of low fat protein source that's also just going to be readily available throughout the week instead of just spending all day Sunday putting together individual Tupperwares. I like to just have a bunch of meat prepared and then I can take and pick from that as we go and just weigh it out using this guy as we go throughout the week. So come over here. What we're going to be doing is just making a ton of chicken breast at once. So I got three packages of chicken breast. This was the pre-cut one because the actual full breasts were out of stock. You can typically get those for like $2 per pound, which is pretty cheap. These were $3 a pound, so pretty much you pay $1 extra per pound just so they cut it for you. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spread that on these two baking sheets. I'm going to spray that down, put some seasoning on those, and also Nicole is making some rice. So you can make some white rice or brown rice in a rice cooker so you can have a carb source. And then also, because we are making dinner anyway, this is what I have right here. Steamable bags of vegetables, easiest way to do it, to have a vegetable source at all times. So it's 4 servings in typically one of these bags. It takes 5 minutes to microwave. So if your goal is to meal prep a bunch of meals, just cook an entire bag of those and separate it through like 3 or 4 Tupperwares, and then you'll have your 4 servings of vegetables for the day. So this is the easiest way to get your veggies, your carbs, and your protein all done at one time and just have those throughout the week. So let me spread these out and season them up and I'll show you what we got. Oh no, my hands are gross. So now we laid them out on the baking sheets. So we got pretty much a pack and a half and a pack and a half. We preheated the oven to 400 degrees. That's Fahrenheit for all you UK guys or people in Europe who do Celsius. And we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna cook it for like 30 to 40 minutes. Usually I would say like preheat your oven to like 350, but I'm doing 400 because our oven's a little underpowered. Whenever I do baking anything, it has to be a little bit higher. So probably 350 for 30 to 40 minutes based on pretty much how your oven's performing. And we're gonna season these up with the tried and true Montreal steak. This is probably the best. And when you season these, just in my opinion, I always throw down a lot of seasoning.
Are we doing it all Montreal stuff?
No, this one, and then we have 2. Alright, and then the other one we're gonna do was smokehouse maple. This one is crack. I can just eat this straight out the bottle.
No, please don't.
You can taste that there's a lot of like sugar in it, but we're still gonna count that as negligible calories. So throwing down some of this. I missed and got it on the oven, but it's okay.
Gonna clean that up. No response.
So as you can see, we like a lot of seasoning just to give it some flavor. So our oven is probably like 350 degrees, but I put it down as 400 because ours is weak. So we're putting that in. So that's gonna stay in there for, I'm not even gonna have to flip it or anything, just like 30 to 40 minutes. I'm gonna do the most difficult part of the whole video, making the veggies for the week or the day. So you get this guy, you're gonna turn him upside down, and you're gonna look for how long to cook it for. That's probably the hardest part because like the handwriting is so small. But this is like 5 minutes, just pop it like that. Boom, veggies are set. So we got that. The Instant Pot is the rice done, and I'll show you what that chicken looks like when it comes out. Alright, so we're gonna take them out right now. Whoa. I just fogged up my glasses. So these are done. I put them back in for another like 5 minutes just because I'd rather have dried chicken than salmonella. But that's just me. Alright, so those are done. Bing, bam. This one smells amazing, the maple right now. So these are all done, and this is really, really easy just to take little pieces, little strips. So I recommend getting the full breast and then cutting them up before, like thaw them, then cut them up with scissors and make them into like this kind of shape, because then you just throw 3 or 4 into your like lunchbox, and then you can make that every morning. It's really, really quick. And then we got the rice that is ready, and just for, I guess, meal prepping, I grabbed me a little Tupperware. So I'm gonna show you how I would make a meal if I were to like go off to work or something. So, just gonna tear this out. So the benefit of like having all this meat prepped is you just throw it in. So already that's 100 grams of chicken, so I want more. So we're gonna throw in 145 grams, tear that. Then you get your veggies. Typically you would drain it a little bit because there's some stuff that was used to be steamed, and it has the per gram macros. So then you just take a little bit of this. That's about a serving, so you got that. And then you go over to the rice, so hit tear again. Boom. Excuse me, babe. So that is teared. And we got this. Do we have a rice spoon? Bing. Here. I think this works. Ooh, you made it fluffy this time. You did a good job.
Thank
and then
you.
you just toss this on top, and boom, another 100 grams of rice.
Here.
So that, well, thank you. Boom, meal prep is done. So the biggest thing that takes time is just making that meat, but like once you have it, like boom, this I could bring in and that's lunch. So that is easy meal prep. And what I would do now to store this, not there. Where is it? Oh, here. So I'm just gonna put all this chicken into here and store it in the fridge. It's probably good for like 3 to 5 days. So what I do, usually on Sunday, I'll just cook a big batch of chicken and then I'll just eat through it throughout the week. You can always just make an easy meal with a little bit of veggies. And if you want some carbs from rice, and then save your fats for some ice cream at the end of the day. But that's how I like to meal prep. Just make a lot of protein and then use the veggie bags. So let me know if you found this helpful. I'll probably cover a few other meat sources to help you out. But this just makes it really easy for long-term adherence. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.